was being selfish, you know what I mean? And I can say that as a man, I'm a grown man.
Offset has admitted to plotting around Cardi B's and Stefon Diggs' relationship, and apparently, he's been pressed about Cardi for over a year. Now, with Cardi and Diggs reportedly cooked after the Super Bowl fiasco, Offset may have gotten exactly what he wanted. The bigger question is whether this is his way back into Cardi's arms, or just another twist in a saga that has been playing out publicly for years. To understand where they are now, you have to look back at how Offset first threw the bag away. You can't make sense of his current positioning without first examining what he had in his hands, and how he let it slip through his fingers. Offset and Cardi B first crossed paths at Super Bowl 51 in Houston in February 2017. That initial meeting sparked the rumors that would eventually turn into a full-blown love story. They collaborated on a track called Lick shortly after, which only fueled speculation. By September 2017, the relationship was official. They were married quietly in their Atlanta bedroom. No fanfare, no ice, no gown, just the two of them locking it in. Cardi kept the union low-key until June 2018, when she had to post proof on social media to shut down cheating rumors that were already circulating. Offset had staged a flashy public proposal at a Philly concert in October 2017, but in reality, they were already man and wife. Almost immediately, the cheating drama surfaced. By December 2017, videos emerged showing Offset getting cozy with other women, and alleged explicit messages leaked online. Cardi addressed it on social media but chose to handle it privately, showing a willingness to ride out the storm. Their daughter, Culture, was born in July 2018, and for a brief period, things appeared solid. However, by December 2018, Cardi went on Instagram to announce that the marriage was over, citing a loss of love. The public largely understood that Offset's infidelity had caused the split. From that point on, a cycle began. A pattern of breakups and makeups that would stretch over years. Offset crashed Cardi's Rolling Loud set with a massive Take Me Back sign in an over-the-top public display, only to be curved on stage. By February 2019, after countless apologies, Cardi gave him another chance. They even appeared at the Grammys together, citing therapy and personal growth as reasons for reconciliation. By September 2020, Cardi filed for divorce in Atlanta again, citing an irretrievably broken marriage and seeking primary custody of Culture. The divorce filing was prompted by ongoing infidelity rumors. Surprisingly, in October 2020, Cardi and Offset were spotted kissing on her birthday, and she pulled the paperwork in November after private conversations with him. Their son Wave arrived in September 2021, and for a period, things seemed to stabilize. But by December 2023, Cardi went live on Instagram, revealing she had been single for some time and exhausted by the toxicity of her relationship with Offset. They celebrated New Year's Eve together but only as friends, strictly homie energy. Then, in July 2024, Cardi filed for divorce a second time, seeking custody and child support. The next day, she announced her pregnancy with their third child, Blossom, who was born in September 2024. This time, there were no grand gestures from Offset, no public stunts or viral moments. The root of all the breakups remained the same: Offset's continuous cheating. Cardi publicly stated that the infidelity had traumatic effects on her body during pregnancy. By late 2024, Cardi moved on publicly, appearing with someone outside the music industry, and that's where the next chapter begins, with Offset's reactions increasingly giving away his feelings. When Cardi was first spotted with NFL wide receiver Stefon Diggs in fall 2024, the narrative surrounding her divorce shifted. This wasn't just about a broken marriage. It was about a woman moving forward while a man who caused the breakup watched from the sidelines. Cardi and Diggs were first seen together at a Knicks game in November 2024. Offset stayed quiet initially, but by February 2025, Cardi and Diggs had gone public with multiple dates, including a Valentine's Day outing in Miami. Cardi shut down pregnancy rumors via Instagram Live, and Offset remained silent, though his patience was running thin. By April 2025, their relationship was undeniable. Cardi and Diggs appeared at Coachella, and clips emerged of Cardi giving Diggs a lap dance at a New York club. The internet exploded. Offset responded to a fan mocking him online with, "I'm happy for her." On the surface, it seemed like a mature response, but his tone and timing suggested otherwise. Diggs confirmed he wasn't single, but Cardi's name remained unmentioned. By May 2025, Offset went on the Joe Budden podcast and made comments about his ex's never leveling up, which fans immediately connected to Cardi. He implied that Cardi made a downgrade, comparing himself to the premium option, a sentiment echoed in every blog and fan page the next day. The drama reached another peak on October 31, 2025, when Offset dropped a surprise album, Haunted by Fame. The record was laced with bars aimed directly at Cardi and Diggs. Lines like "How You Leave Jordan for Rodman" positioned Offset as Michael Jordan and Diggs as Dennis Rodman, a supporting player who couldn't measure up. Another line, "How You Married and Still Giving Birth," highlighted the timing of Cardi's pregnancy with Diggs during her ongoing divorce from Offset. This wasn't just competitive energy, it was deeply personal, airing grievances in a permanent medium. Deleted tweets or podcast clips could be erased or walked back, but an album track on all streaming platforms is archived forever. Offset was publicly cementing his narrative. He saw himself as the superior option, resentful that Cardi had moved on. The saga hit peak chaos during Super Bowl 60 in February 2026. The New England Patriots faced the Seattle Seahawks, and Diggs, wearing a Patriots jersey, took a loss on the field, 29-13. But the real story was off the field. Diggs was spotted with Pry, reportedly Offset's former side chick, sparking a new round of rumors and drama. The fallout was immediate. Cardi and Diggs unfollowed each other on Instagram. Cardi performed with Bad Bunny during halftime and reportedly left early, and unverified reports suggested Diggs brought another woman into his hotel room. By February 9th, Entertainment Tonight confirmed Cardi and Diggs were broken up, though they hedged it with "for now" caveats. Offset, meanwhile, posted a cryptic J on Instagram stories, signaling a win in his eyes. He appeared publicly ecstatic, even after reportedly losing $1 million on a 49ers bet. The irony was thick. The man whose cheating had wrecked his marriage was now watching Cardi's relationship implode, and he seemed to enjoy it. Cardi, however, responded differently. On February 11, 2026, during the opening night of her Little Miss Drama tour in California, she got emotional on stage. Without naming anyone, she told her audience, "Don't let nobody take your happiness away from you." The timing and context were unmistakable. She was processing heartbreak publicly while Offset celebrated privately. Interestingly, Cardi refollowed Offset on Instagram during this period. While a follow doesn't confirm anything, in celebrity terms, it signals a potential thaw, a door slightly ajar, though still guarded. Can Offset get Cardi back? Historically, they've had a pattern: breakups followed by reconciliations. After the 2018 breakup, they were back together in a few months. After the 2020 filing, Cardi pulled the papers within weeks. They share 3 kids: Culture, Wave, and Blossom. Their co-parenting has remained functional, and that foundation has acted as a gravitational pull over the years. Reports suggest Cardi reached out to Offset after the Super Bowl chaos, potentially to talk about co-parenting or more personal matters. Public opinion has begun to tilt back in Offset's favor in some circles, especially after Cardi followed him again on Instagram. Fans debated whether they should reunite for stability. Yet, significant barriers remain. Cardi has repeatedly expressed that she's done with the cycle of cheating and patching things up. Offset's public persona over the past 12 months hasn't suggested genuine growth. His diss tracks, social media antics, and nightclub appearances point to a man keeping score rather than rebuilding trust. His accountability moments, like the August 2025 Ebro interview, were overshadowed by the Haunted by Fame album just 2 months later, filled with bars targeting Cardi and her new partner. Offset's dating behavior further complicates the picture. His associations with Melanie Jada and Sky Marlene, reportedly Diggs' ex, read more like retaliation than romantic interest. The symmetry of dating each other's exes turned their lives into a public chess match. Cardi, meanwhile, remains focused on her career, her children, and her healing journey. Op-eds suggest any potential reunion with Offset is a long shot, emphasizing that her happiness and self-recovery take precedence over romantic reconciliation. What's undeniable is that Offset has never fully let Cardi B go. Every lyric, every tweet, every public smirk signals attachment. Super Bowl weekend didn't create this attachment. It exposed it in high definition. Whether it converts into a reunion depends entirely on Cardi. She may have opened the door slightly, but walking through it would mean returning to a cycle she has fought to escape. Offset may have another shot, but it's hers to give, and history shows she knows exactly what happens every time she does.